What's good, people? Welcome back to the second episode of the 808, the show where we go in depth, conversate, and just generally banter about different bits of the hip hop industry. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you subscribe. We're looking to upload these about 3 times a week, so make sure you subscribe to stay tuned and turn on the notifications. My name's Nafs, and I'm here with Bob.
What's up, guys?
Cool, and we are going to be talking about J. Cole today and how we think he is pretty much coming for the throne in 2019.
Yeah, boy.
Straight up taking over the game. So, as you guys know, he released Middle Child a couple of weeks ago. When did it come out? Last week or the week before?
It came out last week.
It was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah. I think by the time this goes out, it'll be like 2 weeks or something. So, that song was sick.
Yeah,
It
really banged.
Really banged. Very good way to start off the year.
Yeah.
He definitely didn't hold back in it. I can't really be asked to talk about Kanye, to be honest. I don't really want to. I know he sent for him a bit in the song, but really and truly, I think what we should focus on that song is one, obviously J. Cole is talking about the youth again and, like the little pumps basically of this world, but I like the way he's doing it because he's not just like talking crap to all these guys. He looks like he's trying to be like a father figure, almost,
yeah,
like
he
a
said
big
it.
brother.
He said. I think that was one of the bars in the video. He was like,
literally, I think that's why he called himself.
He was like, I think that's exactly why.
I think the bar wasn't it like he's like I'm the big brother and the little one or something like that. Yeah, I'm like
little bro and big bro or something like that.
Yeah, at the same time. Yeah, one of those bars. Yeah, I mean the song was very. I mean, obviously, I think when J. Cole puts horns in any song, it's due to be a banger.
Yeah.
So I mean the song was sick. Very good way for J. Cole to start off the year.
Yeah.
And obviously in the song he did kind of signaled his intent for the year. Like he's not messing about this year.
No, he's not.
He's really coming for it.
He really isn't.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, look, everyone knows with a brain, at least, that J. Cole is, one of the best artists that we've ever had, in our kind of generation. And J. Cole, he's someone that, I think his rapping ability is regarded as probably some of the best, like, around right now. And obviously, he's part of the big three, Kendrick, Drake, and Cole. But you never really put Cole above any of them at any point in time. Like maybe when his Forest Hill Drive came out,
I guess
people put him above, but at the same time, Kendrick had like 2 really good albums out. Drake is Drake. So,
Drake is just Drake, innit?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I don't know, it's difficult. I mean Cole, I don't think he's ever really gotten the recognition he deserves.
No. Even now, when I literally just scroll through my Instagram feed, I see bare hate on him, I don't even understand why. Like, he's probably one of the best artists of this generation.
I mean, he is. I mean,
his wordplay and everything.
Yeah. I mean, I think Forest Hill Drive is probably the best album out of any of them. I can't... obviously Kendrick, he releases incredible albums. I mean, Drake, Drake's not really an album guy. Let's be real. I mean, obviously he releases very good albums, but nobody really regards any of his albums as a classic album. I don't know.
The last couple haven't really been classics. But
take
it back to 2016, like Views.
I don't know. I think obviously, Views is obviously very good, but in terms of a classic album, I think the closest Drake has to a classic album is Take Care, in my opinion. Yeah, because a classic album, in my opinion, is something that like you don't skip a single song on that album. One, and I definitely skip songs in Views. Right, you don't skip a single song. Sorry, and the album is like it has to have like really big impact. And also with J. Cole's Forest Hill Drives, that was the first album to go platinum without a feature in like 60 years or something.
Mad.
So. Yeah, no, for real.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Albums have features nowadays, and when they, So for J. Cole to do that, I think obviously, J. Cole. Everyone knows how good he is. Obviously, people give him hate, but those people aren't intelligent. Yeah. They obviously, they obviously don't know what good music is. You know what I mean? To say anything really about Cole, but he definitely is underrated.
100%.
Kind of stupid as that sounds, he is underrated. But what do you think? Do you think part of that is kind of his fault?
No, but why would it be his fault? That's the thing.
Because he's not visible. J. Cole drops an album and then disappears.
That's true.
When I mean like he doesn't do interviews, right? He doesn't. I mean, what you told me he went on Instagram Live the other day or something, and I was what? I didn't know the guy had an Instagram account. Like,
I looked at. You kind of do have a point there, to be honest, because when I looked at his Instagram the other day. and literally he's barely got any posts. The
Yeah,
most frequent posts about, I think, I'm sure, like, besides I think he's posted a couple things this year. I'm not too sure, but the ones like that I saw were from like when he released KOD. Like,
I think with J. Cole, I mean, that's the thing. When it comes to his fans, and obviously I'm a definite fan of J. Cole, we don't really need him to be out here doing interviews and being on Instagram Live or anything like that.
Nah.
Yeah, we don't. But
that's not him. I don't think
that's
him
to get his rectly. I think if he doesn't want to do all the interviews and the rest of it, which we don't really need him to do, he does need to kind of do what he did last year and do more features.
Okay. I have a question. But also on this topic.
Yeah.
What would you say is the best feature from J. Cole last year?
21 Savage is a lot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even really. I think the Moneybag Yo feature was really sick. The Baz feature was
sick.
Yeah, I mean
that was my favorite.
That had my top for the longest time. But I think that 21 Savage verse, I like the fact that it's obvious he wrote that like kind of then, and
like,
you know what I mean. He wrote that kind of like
yeah.
And he was talking about 21 Savage and having his kids in the studio, and
I really like story.
It was literally like a story. You know what I mean? And I really like that verse. Mainly because I mean the song itself was really good, and J. Cole jumped on it, and he didn't even really body 21 Savage on it. So it just made I like the song. I mean 21 Savage's album of course is very 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 good. Yeah. If you guys haven't heard it, definitely listen to it. But for me that was probably my favorite feature. But I mean obviously what J. Cole did last year we haven't ever really seen from him. I think he even actually said I think it was a Joey Badass feature. He either said it or he said it in an interview that he wasn't going to do any features that year, only the Joey Badass one, because he's the only guy he actually even cared about. Like, J. Cole doesn't do features, so...
No, he doesn't. I feel as if he said that multiple times, though. I think he also said in one of the... Did he say that? When did he say that? He said that in one of his other features. I think it was a feature, or it was in...
Where he was like, guys don't even want me to rap with them no more, or something?
Yeah, something like that. It was along the lines...
Yeah, but I mean, I think the fact that he did that last year is, again, I mean, the title is kind of coming from what he did last year, and the fact that he started off so strong with Middle Child already, and so and I think obviously we know that he's performing at halftime, and I think the NBA All-Stars game, which that's a big look, a very big look, a lot of eyes on him. He doesn't really do stuff like that, I don't think. So for him to do that, and I think obviously he has announced he's dropping an album. Everyone knows he's dropping an album.
Yeah, of course.
And he's also dropping a mixtape, I believe. He said he's dropping a mixtape, or there's been some leaks coming out. And obviously Dreamville, we know that they're dropping a compilation album,
which is going to be crazy
for real. And I think I mean obviously I know J. Cole, he's going to obviously use the Dreamville hype to push himself, as well as use himself to push Dreamville, goes hand in hand. And I think with all of that together, I think Cole is seriously coming for the throne this year. I think and I mean,
and it'll be a bit of a change as well, because I remember you mentioned it a bit earlier on, like when we were just talking. You were saying how I don't think you said you don't think that there has been a time where Kendrick, Drake, and Cole released an album in the same year. Yeah, and I guess this will be the year where that happens. Because
exactly.
Cole did confirm that he's dropping an album.
Yeah,
Drake
and I think
definitely dropping an album.
Drake is definitely dropping an album, and I mean Kendrick, he's there was a leak that came out a little while ago where he was on a list of all these guys dropping albums.
I saw that.
And he said it was fake, right? And he's actually said in an interview he's not dropping an album this year. But the list he was on had other people on that list who are definitely dropping albums. Yeah, like Billie Eilish was on there. Like a lot of people were on there that are like confirmed to drop albums. And so for him to say that, for him to be on that list, it does kind of mean he's dropping something. Yeah. And he has said, like, he's gone back, like in one interview he said that he's not even like making anything, and then in one interview I remember seeing that he's like said, oh yeah, I'm working on something for the year. So we'll have to see. I mean, I think the last time they dropped, like, either one of the two dropped albums close to each other was back when Kendrick dropped Damn and Drake dropped More Life, right?
Yeah, because I think that was like a month apart.
Yeah, it was like a month apart. And I remember personally, I mean, I know More Life didn't actually do that well, and in my experience that's because of Damn. I mean, I didn't listen to More Life as much as I would have because Damn was so good.
Yeah, we have there's a couple of people that we know have even said that.
Yeah, I mean, for real. I mean, Damn was, I mean, I played that crap, like, literally, I just played it non-stop for 2-3 months, and I think, obviously More Life, I think, took the summer months.
Yeah,
like, More Life was definitely
pure
played.
Summer vibes.
Yeah, for real. More Life was more of a summer track, but Yeah, when the albums dropped, I listened to Drake's album like a couple times, and then I just went straight back to Damn, and it wasn't even like a conscious thing. It's just I wanted to listen to what I was feeling at the moment, and Damn was so good that I just kept listening to it. So I mean, I would absolutely love to see J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake drop an album like all kind of close to each other, or not even close to each other. I mean, to be honest, I think I'd rather have one at the top of the year, one in the middle, one at the bottom.
Same. Because it'll be the perfect balance.
Yeah, and then we can actually see how good they all are. Like, because I mean, Drake's at the top. You have to say, right? Drake is at the top right now. Kendrick just behind him, but it's difficult because Drake is at the top with numbers. Yeah. But I think if you ask anyone who makes the better music, they'd probably say Kendrick.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really say how you can say Drake makes better music than Kendrick, to be honest.
No, yeah.
I just don't really think how. I mean, you can't really say that. So, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be very interesting because Cole, he's someone who, not only can he rap better than pretty much anyone, he also makes songs that everybody just loves, and it's like he can spit like 100 bars and still have the song be hella catchy. Yeah. And, like, you're rapping along to like every word type shit. So.
And I'm just saying, this kind of goes below the radar, but not only is Cole like a good artist, he also like produces beats and stuff. Like,
well, I didn't actually know that, to be honest.
Like, I think he produced one of Kendrick. If I'm wrong, then
Cole produced one of Kendrick's. Listen,
I think so.
If you're wrong, okay, I want everyone watching this to absolutely roast him. Okay,
go for it.
That's a big play. And I haven't listened. Yeah, if a Kendrick song produced by Cole, that is like the holy grail. I need to see that. Where is this song?
I don't know. I'll have to find it.
You have to find that one for me. I know they jumped on the track ages ago, but I mean, listen, I can't wait. I think this year is gonna be a very good year for music. 28.
I'm just saying now, if it wasn't like if he didn't produce the whole beat, I'm just saying he was part of the production side of things.
Okay, cool.
I'm just saying
don't cover your ass.
If anyone just like comes at me and starts fucking, just like
Yeah, well, I mean, this year is gonna be a sick. I think I think a video is definitely coming on Dreamville later on and what they're doing. And TD.
Who knows? Towards the end, we could, if they do all go on to drop albums, we could make another video like this.
Yeah, I mean, we plan to do a video on TDE as well because I think those two record and QC, right? If any of you guys don't know who,
let's stop because we're kind of baiting ourselves out here.
Okay, yeah, cool, true. Listen, I think this year for music, I think is going to be better than last year. I think it's going to be very good. I think
it's gonna bang.
It's gonna bang for real. So, yeah, I mean, let us know what you guys think about J. Cole, what he's got planned for this year, what you guys
tell us what videos you want to see as well.
Yeah, make
comment
sure you tell
in the
us what videos
description.
you want to see for sure.
Do not forget to check out the 17 list. The link will be in the description. All of that will be in the description.
Make sure you check that out for the best new music.
Yes.
And catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.